What is up, guys? It is Duel here, coming at you with another duel video. This time around, I'm going to be going back to BLS, even though it doesn't look like it. I am, in fact, playing Black Lesser Soldier, the Ritual variant, except, as you can see, we are using a little bit of a different engine, if you will, using 2 Chaos Max, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons to go along with the 2 advanced ritual arts that we're using, as well as 2 chaos forms. The reason why we're doing this is because chaos form doesn't just summon the chaos max, it also summons any BLS that we need. And using the Blue Eyes White Dragons that we fuel up in a graveyard, it definitely helps out in summoning those blacklisted soldiers when we don't have any tribute fodder, in our hands. Yeah, it's definitely looking like Blue Eyes Chaos Max build, isn't it? But I assure you, we are playing BLS, as you can see here. I'm going to trade in the Blue Eyes. Let's see what we draw. Ooh, we are... Ooh. This is disgusting. This is actually gross. See here, what are we looking at? We are looking at... We got 3 rituals. So I want to have 3 ritual monsters. Oh, hold up. Okay, so we got a Blue Eyes in the Grave to use Chaos Form on anything. We got Blackluster Soldier with the Blackluster Ritual. I'm gonna search Super Soldier. Alright, so I'm gonna use Chaos Form to summon Chaos Max by using the Blue Eyes in our graveyard. Message me. Okay. Next up, we are going to use Super Soldier Ritual to summon Super Soldier. I could go even further, but I'm not that stupid. So we're going to lead off with Super Soldier, so he could get the 3k due to his burning effect. So anytime you attack anything under his attack, so 29 and under, you're always dealing 29, assuming that it does go to the graveyard. And this is game if he doesn't have anything to stop the rest of my attacks. So he was playing Buster Blader, Red Eyes, I guess. But yeah, that was quick. Let's go over to the deck profile. Alright, here we are with the deck profile. We are running the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Envoy at the beginning. We do have a good amount of light and darks in the form of Sphere Kuribo, Evening Twilight Knight, and Chaos Max. We got the 3 Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight to search out any of our BLSs, be it Envoy or Super Soldier. We're going to leave pre-preparation to search out our OG Blacklisted Soldiers. 2 Lord Gaia the Fierce Knights. This helps put a little bit of field presence, even though I tend to forget to summon it before anything else. 2 Manjus, you should be running 3, but me and my buddy Alex were talking about ratios, and he said that 3 Manjus is a little much, so apparently for some reason. So this is at 2. You can cut the beginning knight for it if you really want to, but I don't know. There's a few times where this comes in handy, but because it's required that the monster gets sent to the graveyard, if you go up against pendulums, it's not necessarily that great. Something else I guess you could do if you were at your locals and you're doing some matches, you could side this. You could side this into your side deck and could trade out something to use it if you run into something that does like something non-pendulum related. So yep. For the Chibi Knights, we got the 1 beginning, the 2 evening. Evening because it does more and requires less effort than beginning, just because it banishes both a monster on your opponent's side of the field and one card in their hand until their end phase, so it gives them a lot less resources to work with, while this one is just really good for beating down your opponent. Sphere Kuriboh, you can also use Relling Kuriboh. Either one works. Sphere Kuriboh is it's debatable. Relling Kuriboh keeps Chaos Max on the field in the event that you need to use Relling Kuriboh to avoid the destruction by battle against, say a clash with Dark Matter, another Blue Eyes Chaos Max, or Utopia the Lightning. But Sphere Kuriboh, it does more in the sense of it's not just Tribute Father. You could also use it to block and attack. So that's Sphere Kuriboh. It actually works out a lot for me, in my opinion. So yeah, 2 Chaos Max. You can run any number of this if you really want. Like, you can run 3 if you really wanted to, but because I'm focusing a little more on BLS, I'm just running a less towards Chaos Max. I saw one deck profile where it had 1, and it's like, all right, I can see that happening. But I'm running 2 just because it gives me another Dark for Envoy, gives me another trade-in target, and it gives me another thing to ritual summon using any of my, was this 8 ritual spells? Yeah. 3 Blacklisted Soldier. This build is geared towards BLS in itself, and pre-preparation just helps fuel it up a bit more. 2 Super Soldiers, you only need 2. 3 is too much. Regeki, obvious. You can definitely take this out if you really wanted to, because you are going to be getting over a lot of stuff. But if they're in the event that there's something that you can't get over and you don't have a Chaos Max, then Regeki is just useful. I've been playing with 2 pre-preps and no Regeki, but Regeki's there if you really need it. Trade-in, you can pitch your Blue Eyes, or you can pitch your BLS, OG specifically, because pre-preparation will just get it back from the graveyard if you do trade it in. Soul Charge. This was something I actually hadn't considered until Alex mentioned it, because I am playing the Blue Eyes. So I am fueling up the graveyard with Advanced Ritual Arts with these, so Soul Charge, get back 3 Blue Eyes, it's kind of scary. So for ritual spells, we are running the 3 OGs and the 1 Super Soldier Ritual. Super Soldier Ritual is not great. It is not great by any means. However, you kind of need to run it just so you could get either of these 2 out of your hand. Chaos Form summons Chaos Max, summons BLS, banish the Blue Eyes from your grave from after using Advanced Ritual Art. Combos, and better use of the Blue Eyes in the grave if you can't get 2 Soul Charge in time. 3 Blacklisted Soldier Rituals, 3-to-3 ratio, no explanation necessary. Chaos Field. I use, because of the Blue Eyes engine, I'm using Chaos Field's effect to search ritual spells a lot more often. And that's what I like about where my build is right now. The fact that Chaos Field is actually useful in the sense of, if I search a ritual spell, I am more likely to actually have a monster to summon with that ritual spell. And it's actually, it's a nice feeling knowing that I can search a ritual spell and knowing that I have a monster to summon with that ritual spell. But yeah, moving on to the extra deck, we got Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon and 2 Full Armor Photon Dragons. I still have this craze of whenever I can go into I still level 8s, rank 8s, it makes sense. So just having the capability of going into a rank 8, rank 8 usually means go into a Galaxy Eyes of some sort. And Cypher just so happens to be that. The reason why I'm running the 2 full armor is because if I'm using Cypher Dragon's effect, then most of the time it'll be to snatch a Exceed from my opponent's side of the field so I can overlay into 2 full armor Photon Dragons. Me and Alex have tested this out before, and it does work. I would do Cypher Blade, but it would require my opponent to have a level 8. So instead, something I would do is so I could actually trade out 1 full armor for a Cypher Blade. Cypher Effect, grab one of their Exceeds, go into full armor with that, and then Cypher Blade over Cypher Dragon. Just something to consider. Titanic, obvious reasons, negate spells, redirects attacks. It's a good feeling. Heretic Sun Dragon, still good, just because it tributes. You do have things here that get effects when tributed in the form of charging Gaia. So tribute, search a BLS, and everything's good. Divine Dragonite Filigrand, no explanation needed. It's Filigrand, it's still a great card. Rank 7s, we got Flare Metal and Big Eye. I don't think there's any explanation that's needed for these two. These are the staples, main staples that people would use for rank 7s. Dracosac has fallen out of place, in my opinion, just because Regeki is still a card that exists, and so there's no real safety from destruction, even with the tokens on the field. Flare Metal just doesn't die straight out, and it dealing that 500 burn definitely helps out. Sailing an opponent's monster helps out. Running the Utopia engine for the rank 4, sort of. Going into the Lightning is a powerful card. I've seen too many people. I've seen a few Utopia the Lightning decks. I definitely feel as though this should be limited, just so that way people can tone it down with what's considered overpowered. One thing that I don't like about Utopia the Lightning is that it's just like, even though during battle it's your opponent can't activate anything like an Armades, you can still stop the summon. That's the only thing that this card has over a lot of things. Well, that's the one thing that can get over this, really. Also negating its effect before going into battle with it. Anyway, Trapeze Magician. Trapeze Magician, Trapeze Magician, Trapeze Magician. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful card, because if you have this, if you somehow get this on the field with the Super Soldier, Super Soldier can burn for a crazy amount depending on what your opponent has. It sucks. Like, it would be better if Super Soldier were just, if it was destroyed in general, that you would be able to summon a Gaia the Fierce Night monster. But Trapeze Magician and Super Soldier is a really good combo. 101 and Castell for spot removal, and Dagesto Emerald. Dagesto Emerald can bring back a BLS that was properly ritual summoned, so it doesn't work if you use trade-in for it, and it can also bring back your Blue Eyes. So yeah, this has been another duel video as well as deck profile, using an older deck that I've used before. I'm having fun with it, and I hope that you guys do as well. You can put down your own deck profile of this in the comments below. Also, some video suggestions are also appreciated. And yeah, subscribe for future content like this. If you liked it, then please do leave a rating below. Even if you didn't like it, you can also hit that dislike button. Ratings just help. Feedback is always nice. And yeah, this is Zoran Dozel signing out. Peace, guys.